So I had this thing we started, right? That was listen, cue, remove. So basically, you have a playlist, and there's three artists or three songs or three whatever that are gonna be thrown out there. One of them you're gonna listen to. The other you're gonna cue to come up next, and the third one you have to remove from your playlist. So last week got a lot of DMs about how could you cut out Jay-Z? How could you cut out Beyonce? How could you cut out Stevie Wonder? How could you cut out Lauryn Hill? How could you cut out Hey man, it happens. Did you see what they were up against? I'm gonna cut out Jay-Z against Nas every time and against Andre every time. And I had to cut out Lauren because it was against Tupac and DMX. What y'all want from me? So this time around, I got something a little spicy for y'all. Spicy. Well, all right then. Before I mention these other diss tracks, I'm going to say that I did not put No Vaseline as one of the three because I know majority of my listeners and followers probably never heard No Vaseline, and they probably think that Ice Cube is a movie director. They're probably thinking Friday. They're probably thinking, are we there yet? They're not thinking Death Certificate, Kill It Will, America's Most Wanted, Predator. They're not thinking about that Ice Cube. But No Vaseline definitely should be up there. So I'm going to save that for my older crowds. Now, listen, cue, remove. Diss records. They not like us. I still don't understand why 69 God is an insult. It's blasphemous, but I don't know why it's an insult. Okay, so They Not Like Us or Fuck Jay-Z. Nigga, you been on my dick. Fuck Jay-Z. But through your soul like ether. Anyway, Ether, Nas. Or first off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. West side when we ride, come equipped. Come on now. Hit 'em up. Hit 'em up started a certain trend, if you will. That naming names. It wasn't just naming names. Like people were doing that in the past. Tim Dog, was shitting on Eazy-E and Dre and them. Dre, Snoop dissing Eazy-E and Eazy-E dissing Dre and Snoop. NWA before that. We had people call each other out. But hit 'em up different though. So here's why I'm bringing up these three diss records. They Not Like Us. Kendrick went at the biggest rap star in the world, which is Drake. And that's gonna automatically catapult your shit. Now, was it catchy? Hell yeah. It was super catchy. It was the things he was saying, the points he was making. So, you have that, Kendrick going at Drake with They Not Like Us. Now, Nas, Ether, I got to bring y'all back a little bit because some of y'all might be a little young and might not remember this. Nas had been out the picture a little bit before Ether. They was saying he was kind of, washed a little bit. The they does not include me. I'm a lyricist. But then Hove woke him up with that takeover. That man came back. That man came back and took out the biggest rapper in the game because Jay-Z was the biggest rapper in the game. Jay-Z then, it's like Drake now. That's what the situation was. Now, hit him up. Hit him up. Tupac went at Biggie, the biggest rapper that was not Tupac in the game and the king of the East Coast scene. So, and it wasn't just Biggie. Nah. See, that's the crazy thing about Hit 'em Up. Honestly, the ad-libs at the end of Hit 'em Up might be even more impactful than any part of the song outside of the opening line. Because that is an iconic, while it's, obviously it's nasty and R.I.P. to Biggie and Pac. But at the time, 96, when I was walking around Jamaica High School and motherfuckers was singing Hit 'em Up, throwing up W's in New York and Queens, that shit was crazy to me. That nigga came on, first off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. And then at the end, it's at the end. And if you want to be down with Bad Boy, then fuck you too. R.I.P. Chino XL. As a motherfucking crew. As a staff, a record label, and a motherfucking crew. That nigga made sure. Mobb Deep, you little motherfuckers want to fuck with us? Don't one of you niggas got, I don't even want to say because R.I.P. Prodigy. Damn, there's so many dead people in these records. Point is, Pac went off at everybody. And Hit 'Em Up stands the test of time, I guess, in terms of, being iconic. Ether was probably the more hip-hop record out of the three. And Not Like Us is the most viral. What are you going to listen to? What are you going to cue? And what are you going to cut? Well, R.I.P. Biggie. But I'm listening to Hit 'Em Up first. I ain't going to lie, it came on my shuffle earlier. And that's kind of gave me the idea for this. And that second verse from Pac, people sleep on it too. Only thing I'm going to say about Hit 'Em Up is it's got the one worst diss I've ever heard. Shout out Idi Amin. I got love for you. But that line, use a Pac style taker, tell it to your face, you ain't shit but a faker. A Pac style taker? Like you, did this sound, yes? It's like, it's kind of, it's weird. But yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, I'm going to go Hit 'Em Up. And for number 2, Queens Get the Money. Hold that L, Hove. Just play. And that means, sorry, K. Dot stands, but they're not like us. You're gone. Now, I'm going to switch it up a little bit for you this time. This time we're going to go with iconic hip-hop beats. Give me the order. Give me the order of which is most iconic to you from beginning to end, right? Shook One's Part 2. Mobb Deep. Havoc killed that beat. But it's how many freestyles, how many movies, how many soundtracks, how many just Shook Ones. I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob come equipped with warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who want to profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in these streets, cousin. Every man for themselves in these lands. Nah, chill. This is about the beat. It's not even about the verses. But all right, Shook One's Part 2. Pac. Ambitions as a writer. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. 2 different kinds of beats, very different. But guess what? We're gonna keep it different, and we still gonna make this. We're gonna make this very challenging. So we said Shook One's Part 2, Ambitions as a Writer. They reminisce over you, P Rock and CL Smooth, Trouble T Roy. When they reminisce over you, my God. Reminisce. Or a backpacker's freestyle favorite, because Shook Ones is a freestyle favorite for anyone. But this one is a true master of the pen kind of guy's beat. You know what I mean? And that's Souls of Mischief, 93 Till Infinity. Woo! 93 Till, Trouble T Roy. My ambitions as a writer. I got you stuck off the realness. Which one you got first? What's your favorite out of the 4? What's the most iconic out of the 4? See, to me, this is tough for a couple of them, but not for number 1. Nah. Number 1 for me on this list, actually, I'm lying. It is tough. Oh, Lord. All right, for this one, I'm going to say Shook One's Part 2 because to me, that's a hip-hop beat. I can't explain it in more detail than that, but that is, like I always use this analogy. This is like, imagine an alien came down to Earth and said, what is hip-hop? So I said I would play the second verse of Mos Def's verse from Black Star's Thieves in the Night. That Mos Def verse, I'm playing that. Or that Black Thought 10-minute when he spazzed on Funk Flex show. I'm playing that to an alien. Yeah, you want hip-hop? This is hip-hop. Listen to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, Shook One's Part 2, that's hip-hop. That's a hip-hop beat through and through. So that's my most iconic. For the second, I'm going to go with They Reminisce Over You. And all these beats are timeless, by the way. Even if some parts sound dated, certain drums or certain snares or whatever, the beats are timeless. Like, I don't care what you say. You could play Shook One's Part 2 For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about because you're too young, Shook Ones Part 2 is one of the more famous beats that Eminem uses on 8 Mile during the battles. Yeah, there's that. There was another one I was going to incorporate in here, but I didn't think it would have a big enough impact for y'all. It would be Last Days by Onyx. Anyway, all right, I'm going to go Shook Ones number 1. They Reminisce Over You number 2. And see, this is crazy because 93 Till got to come next. But that means Ambition as a Rider is 4th, which is fine, but it's just such a dum, 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 I just feel bad putting it last, especially since it's my favorite rapper. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Shook Ones, They Reminisce Over You, 93 Till, Ambitions as a Rider. Tell me what y'all got. Comment. Proof you wildin'. Yeah, I feel you, dog. Just please, I beg you. I said it the last time, nobody listened. Do not DM me. Why DM me? This is a public platform. This is for people to debate. This is for people to like and view and hate on me and whatever they want to do. But not in private. Let it be out there. Let people see your comments so they can argue with you too. Stand on business. I fucking hate that phrase. So yeah, Shook Ones. I think we're going to keep it to Verses That Raised Me next. So this time I want to talk about 3 different songs, specific verses in those songs that molded me in my childhood. And I'm curious. I want to hear from y'all in the comments. I want to hear from y'all if there were songs that did that for you. Anything like that you feel molded you, shaped you. When I was a kid and I had Tupacalypse Now, Tupac's first album came out in 1991. My English wasn't that good till 92 maybe, 91, 92, yeah. But Tupac had a line which I later quoted in my history class, and it got me kicked out. It was Black History Month, Jamaica High School, and a white teacher is teaching us about Black history, and she's just telling us about Martin Luther King the whole time. So, hey, ma'am, what's up with Malcolm X? Malcolm X was a racist. First of all, that means you just stopped halfway through Malcolm's story. Second of all, history is not meant to be biased. So, there's a Tupac line in Words of Wisdom on Tupacalypse Now where he says, no Malcolm X in my history text. Why is that? Because he tried to educate and liberate all blacks. Why is Martin Luther King in my book each week? He told blacks if they get smacked, turn the other cheek. I don't get it. They act like asking questions of crime. From young, I was like, yeah. Why Malcolm X ain't in the history books, but Martin is? No disrespect to Martin. I got love for both of them. Anyway, so Words of Wisdom, Tupac. That was one of them. The other was The Product by Ice Cube off Kill It Will, the EP. Because what year did that come out? That came out 91 also, maybe? 92? Man, Homies was political back then. Oh, yeah. But I remember he had this line that really affected me because it made me, it was very relatable to anyone that sat in a history class and learned about these motherfuckers. He said, sitting in history, learning about a sucker who didn't give a fuck about me. They're trying to shape us, but I know Uncle Sam is a motherfucking rapist, so I quit paying attention. Ice Cube headed straight to detention. Fuck that shit. I'm roaming the hallways. I'm saying, oh man, I don't got all A's. That was me. It's exactly what happened to me with that history class. Man, fuck this shit. And then for the third one, I'm going to try to do 3 each time. I'm going to try to keep doing these songs that shape me. And I want to know from y'all. I want to know what songs shaped y'all. We might have some songs in common and it might inspire me to bring that one up next time. The third one is Bob Marley, Them Belly Full. Now, if you see the reoccurring theme between these 3 is like a political thing. And Them Belly Full, Bob Marley says, cost of living gets so high, rich and poor, they start to cry. And the weak must get strong. They say, oh, what a tribulation. Them belly full, but we hungry. A hungry man is an angry man. The rain a fall, but the dirt is tough. The bottle cook, but the food not enough. This nigga just told y'all, shit is hard. It's so hard that even the rich people are complaining. He's saying this so hard, the weak got to get strong. This shit was written in the 70s, applies today. Bob Marley, by the way, easily number one in shaping, I would say, my spiritual and political vigor. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I don't know why I did this. Like, Viagra for the spirit. Yeah, that's what Bob, Bob, fucking incredible, man. Greatest artist of all time. I don't care what nobody says. Not most talented. Not most talented. Bob Marley and Tupac are not the most talented in their field. They're not, they're probably not even in like top 5. Okay, Bob is. But like lyricism, I know people that rap that are better lyricists than Tupac, but you can't do what he did. You can't make me feel it like he did. You was Black Queen, mama. You can't make me feel it like that. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So, yeah, to me, verses that raised me, just to recap, Words of Wisdom, Tupac on Tupacalypse Now. The Product by Ice Cube off Kill It Will. And then Belly Full, Bob Marley, Exodus. Them belly full, but we hungry. A hungry man is a angry man. There ain't no fall, but the dirty tough. The pot a cook, but the food not enough. We gonna jack to your music. We're gonna jack to your music. Thank you for tuning in to Even When I'm Wrong, I'm Right.